7-11. By the way, you can get a free Slurpee. I heard at 7-11 today. They do it every year. You didn't pick this one? I haven't gone yet. Miss DeHart, would you please call the roll?
Okay. Member Cherbini,
Present.
Member Perlman,
Present.
Member La Sorsa,
Here.
Member Axelrod,
Here.
Member Murray,
Here.
Vice Chairperson Perlow,
Present.
Chairperson Schlam,
Here.
Town Attorney Len Rubin.
Here, and I apologize, my battery died.
We could all just rise and face the flag. We will say our pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. On to approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Swearing into the public. For those giving testimony related to the case you're affiliated with, please stand and raise your right hand to be sworn in by Ms. DeHart.
By the authority vested in me as a notary of the state of Florida, do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You may be seated.
Okay, we have a pretty busy docket today, so we'll just jump right into it with case A. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm rushing ahead because I don't know. Let's do our what?
Approval of minutes, we approve. Unfinished.
Yeah, no, this is time for a public comment.
Ah.
3 minutes for anyone who'd like to address the board
But
for something general, not related to your specific case. That has to do with code enforcement. Okay, 3 minutes. Come on up.
Nope.
You've been sworn in?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not,
Oh, this is not
just a simple question.
good. Okay.
Okay, I've been a resident here for about 25 years in Highland Beach. I've never been to this library before. And I didn't even, my name is Michael Amano. I'm at the Townhouse of Highland Beach, 303 North, been a resident there for 25 years. For the last 6 years, I've not been a resident there. I've owned the place, but I've been kind of forced out there and we'll get into that. But I just wanted to know who this esteemed board is. So before I leave, I'd just like to get the names of everybody, including the attorney, the town attorney, just so I know who I'm dealing with, okay?
Sure, we could do that.
All right,
I
thank
think we
you.
have our names all listed here, don't we, on the desk, but
I'd have to borrow a pen. I could, got a pen I can borrow?
sure, we could go from right to left.
Okay,
Is that-
I'll sit back here right now. You have the-
Here, take this.
Thank you.
Right on that.
Thank you for your time, I appreciate it.
Don't forget to spell my name right.
And I'll bring you. pencil back.
Are we gonna introduce ourselves?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, approval of the minutes. June 13th was our last meeting. Are there any corrections to the minutes of June 13th, 2023?
Motion to approve?
Hearing none, motion to approve, seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unfinished business. What?
Unfinished business.
Okay, this business. Okay, now we're going to
Right.
case number CC 2023-005-005. Margaret Umano from 2565 South Ocean Boulevard. And the violation was open storage of trash and debris, construction material. Do the board members have any ex parte communication that they need to disclose? At this time, I now open the hearing and I turn it over to our code enforcement officer, Adam Osowski.
This is case number CC 2023-05005. My name is Adam Osowski, Town of Highland Beach Code Compliance Officer, and I have been previously sworn in. The respondent is Margaret Omano. The property address is 2565 South Ocean, Unit 303N. I inspected the property on May 10th, 2023. The violation that is cited on today's agenda is International Property Maintenance Code 308.1, rubbish and garbage. The notice of violation was served by posting on May 12th, 2023, after certified mail was sent on May 10th, 2023. The respondent was given 8 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by posting on June 19th, 2023, after certified mail was sent on June 15th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the property on July 3rd, 2023, and the violation has been corrected. I have submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents, and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable within 30 days.
Single violation. Number 3.
Do you guys have any questions? Anyone for Mr. Osowski?
Yes.
There are pictures.
Yes.
Very good pictures, actually.
So defender, if there's no questions for staff, is there any questions for Mr. Osowski? Oh, yes, you have a question.
Yes.
All of that good lumber is considered trash?
No, it's open storage. The way the International Code Council wrote the International Property Maintenance Code, that's what they titled this section, but it's for open storage of construction and building material.
Yeah, I see some,
It was used for it's going to be used for an upcoming project.
For an upcoming project.
Yeah, the respondent is here, or the respondent's son is here, so he'll explain.
where was it supposed to be stored? In a warehouse somewhere or?
It has to be stored, tied down and screened. And you can see it wasn't screened, tied down. It was,
But there is a wall around it. correct?
now there is, yes.
Oh, that was not there before.
They have it screened and tied down now.
Okay.
Yeah, for hurricanes.
So this is really a number 2.
Correct. It's just a
But
finding of
it
fact.
still should get a fine.
Wait a second,
Well, no.
wait a second, you're
Wait.
jumping ahead here.
No,
Yeah,
because
you're way.
they're in
We still
compliance.
have,
That's why I wanted to ask him.
we still have the,
Yeah, no, the fine, there's no fine on this case
Good.
because they are in compliance. The town's just asking for the cost to be recovered.
Between
cost of
is-
prosecution.
legal
That's-
court.
Correct.
That's what I'm talking about. the
Correct.
cost of pro-
Yeah,
So it is, yeah.
It's still a
But-
2, but with cost of prosecution.
correct.
how was this violation found? Discovered?
There was a previous case that was written back in February, which actually was before the board, which did have a cost of prosecution and a fine associated with that one. That was for the open storage as cited. The address numbers were not posted and an expired permit. What happened was, it was discovered that the wrong code section was issued for the open storage, so that was pulled from the orders. So I recited the case. The original case was brought in as a complaint from the building inspector.
Mhm.
But the previous case, like I said, the cost of prosecution, that was paid yesterday, but that had nothing to do with today's
So
cost.
this is a repeat.
The cost
No.
of prosecution was already paid on that one?
It was paid on the case,
That was miscited.
well, case that was here before was for the address numbers not posted and the expired permit. So this is a separate
Okay.
case.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what the
Yeah.
person,
Yes.
offender has to say.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
I've been a resident here for 25 years. I moved in here. And one of the first things the board did, I must have been 30 something at the time. I had an elder board that was running the townhouse of Highland Beach. So I moved into the building and right away,
Hey, guys,
Please.
take it outside, please.
Because we gotta hear him.
so right away I move in, the board calls me in and says, Mike, can we sit down with you? We have a question for you. We want to rip out the deck that you have outside of your apartment. That's the only reason I bought this unit was because of this deck. It's 1,500 feet overlooking the ocean and the intercoastal. And it's southwest exposure, which is what I like. I like sunsets. So I go down to the meeting and I say, no, I don't want to rip it out. They say, please, 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 we need you to rip it out. Why? Because the person down below has water coming into their apartment. Now, I just moved in there. I'm 30 days living there. I want to investigate. I want to find out what's going on. I go outside and I look at my windows, which I have 17 inches of photo documentary evidence, which I'd be happy to bring in if the esteemed board would like to see this stuff. But this is a very dirty story. So I look outside of my sliding doors and windows, and what do I see sprawling on the doors and windows? So when it rained, it poured down the side of the building into my unit where I had 10 inches of water in my apartment. So not only did I have 10 inches of water, the person below me had water as well.
Excuse me, sir. Is this part of
Yes, this
the
is
current issue?
This is all part, this is all
It
part.
sounds like history, not current issue.
Well,
Well,
see, what you're here for today is wood that was stored
Okay.
out there.
all right,
and-
I'll move it along.
And that's it. And you're not
Okay.
being fined for it.
Okay, so I allowed them to rip out the deck and gave me $6,250 in lieu of that. Where the other deck owners were upset with me because I should have received 40,000 for that, because that's what it would have cost. So I did this board a favor. So from this time, it took the board 4 years to finish the roof that was on my deck, due to all kinds of problems with Morton's roofing and this and that. After they finally finished my deck, I was getting ready to build my deck. And one of the building officials, a guy by the name of Richard, Dick Lewis, came up to my unit. I'm giving you history. Do you?
We
just-
don't. want
History is, we want you to refer to this issue. The issue
Okay.
that's
But
before.
here's the thing. I mean, I understand what you're saying. This is a whole thing that's been going on many years. But-
Time if you'd like.
Yeah, you can bring it to the, you can bring
Well,
it to the,
I could meet with the town attorney if he would like to do that.
sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
But I'll,
love that.
if you want, I'll give you the speeded up version of it.
All we would need to know,
I'm gonna let you know why that wood is there.
why is the wood there?
The wood is there because the board hired a contractor. Because after I built my deck,
Hmm.
they came, after I rebuilt a new deck for $50,000, the board calls me down again and says, Mike, we have to meet with you again. Why? We have to rip out your brand new deck. It just took 4 years for us to complete the roof for you to put your deck up. I finished my deck. I say, no, I'm not gonna let you rip it out. They say, we have to rip it out.
Okay, all right, so,
Why do they have to rip it out? Because out of the 16 roofs they did, which was tar and rock, when they got to my roof, they put foam on my roof instead of
all
tar
right,
and rock.
I have a solution. This is what you should do, because you're blaming the board. That's what I'm getting. Your condo board put you in this position, right? So if you have a problem with
Well,
that,
The lumber that was there was the board was paying $80,000
Okay.
to rebuild the deck,
all right,
which they started to rebuild the deck with
Right.
a contractor by the name of Anthony Fury.
okay,
They gave him $50,000. He did $15,000 worth of work and he took off. The
Okay.
work that he did all had to be removed. It was the
Okay,
understructure.
here's the thing, you can sue them in court. You can file a civil action and recover whatever we're gonna.
Okay,
we-
yeah,
we-
okay. I'm here because,
Reduction?
yes,
Yeah, they fined me $250 per day.
No, we're not doing that. We're only doing $250 cost of prosecution.
I already paid the 200.
No, no.
That's.
That was for the
then that'd have to
last-
Go through an appeal then, right? I would have to be, it could be a,
No, we are only here for the case that is in front of us right now.
right now.
That's
right.
the only case that we are
That's it.
discussing.
And what is that? The case of what?
This is the case of the lumber stored on the roof.
Fixed? Okay.
You fixed it and you're not being fined for it.
What I'm asking is, there was a.
You gotta
All right,
stand up.
sir,
Sir.
you can't, if you're gonna speak,
Does he have to introduce himself?
yes.
Yeah, my
Were
name
you
is
sworn?
Yagowski. I'm a retired general contractor
Okay.
and now I'm doing consulting work for him.
Okay.
Helping him on the situation. The basis of this whole point was he got a $1,750 fine. Okay?
Did he pay that?
Adam said that the only thing that we had to pay.
You said.
Quiet,
You
quiet.
said you didn't pay.
Listen, this is getting out of order here. Don't make me use the gavel.
Of course, and I understand that. This is a simple case, okay? It's very simple. I can, 10 minutes or 2 minutes, I can tell.
Okay,
We're
True.
here today because Adam said that we needed to come to this board
yes,
to have you reduce the fine of the $1,500 because A, we didn't take the numbers off the door.
Mhm.
B, it was the association that put the lumber where it was.
okay.
Okay?
All
And the third and final one, which I can't remember, there were 3 citations.
All right, well, this is not
And all
what's
we're
on,
asking
it's
is
not
to
on our,
charge
that's,
the 1,500.
sir, that's not what we're here for today, though.
That's what we.
You'll have,
thought we were here
then you'll have to
ask.
you have to reschedule a separate hearing for an adjustment, or an
Get out of-
appeal issue.
Get
Fine
out of-
reduction.
This,
The previous case that it was $1,500 for the fine and $250 for cost of prosecution.
Okay.
Correct.
They paid so it's 1,700. I know.
No,
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 okay.
I'm-
Let Adam explain.
so,
quickly.
So they paid the $250, which is cost of prosecution, the town's cost.
right,
They have a $1,500 fine.
which they
They-
paid,
No,
They did.
they are on the hearing for next month for a fine reduction.
okay.
Today's-
Next month,
I thought you said-
Today's
That's why
hearing is
just-
one and only the open storage of the wood that is now in compliance.
my,
They will be back next month for their fine reduction.
okay. All right, we're done here for today with this case.
Okay.
Where's the next hearing?
We'll let you know.
Okay,
That's why we came today.
all right, thank you
Okay.
for your time. What I would like to do
See you
is,
next month.
if you don't mind, fellas, if you could write down the phone number for the town attorney, if I could get him on the telephone, speak with him.
He's up there on the.
Yeah,
screen.
that's
Here
what I'm
via
saying.
Zoom.
I see him over there. How you doing?
Ms. Dehart can give you that info.
I can, all right, can I give him a call so I can kind of
Sure.
fill him in? Is that all right, Mr.
Yeah,
Attorney?
No.
Is it all right?
That's fine. You,
Okay.
right, Ms. Dehart can give you the number.
I'm gonna call you too.
I didn't give it back to you? Oh, I got it.
I bought it.
I got it.
So,
Okay, so we need a motion now. Someone was talking about a number 2.
Let's do it. Number 2.
thank you.
Okay, so for number 2, I make the motion. I move that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation, but is now in compliance, and that a do not repeat order be issued. This motion may include the assessment of prosecution cost, which is normally $250
Right.
for the cost of prosecution. So I move for that also regarding the lumber issue.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We need a roll call.
Need a roll.
Okay,
Yeah, definitely.
Vice Chairperson Perlow,
Yes.
Member Axelrod,
Yes.
Member Turbini,
Yes.
Member Pearlman,
Yes.
Member La
Yes.
Member Murray,
Yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay, hallelujah. All right, let's get on with the next case here. And just for the record, we can only hear what is on the docket here, what is on the schedule. So, if there's separate issues, they're for a different hearing at a different time, okay? We have to stick with strictly what's in front of us. Yes, for any future ones. Okay. Case number CC 2023-00-05001. That's the Clarendon Condo Association. Violation was building management replaced piping behind the walls inside Unit 10C without a valid permit. Do the board members have any ex parte communications to disclose? At this time, I open the hearing.
This is case number CC 2023-05-001. My name is Adam Osowski and I've been previously sworn in. The respondent is Clarendon Condo Association. The property address is 3407 South Ocean Boulevard. I inspected the property on May 4th, 2023. The violation that remain as cited on today's agenda is 30-122A, plumbing pipes replaced without a valid permit. The notice of violation was served by certified mail that was sent on May 4th, 2023. The respondent was given 30 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by certified mail sent on June 15th. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the building records on July 5th, 2023, and the violations continue to exist. I have submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents, and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation and be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains after the date set for compliance. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set for compliance.
Okay,
Adam,
is
does
there
that
any
mean that they have
questions?
not applied for the permits? It says all required permits by June 3rd.
Yeah,
Okay.
they haven't submitted any paperwork to
Nothing.
the town. The property managers here, he'll explain his conversations with his contractor.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Timothy. I'm the association manager at the Clarendon Condominium. I do want to say that during this material change, I was not, our property management company was not the ones that were actually managing the condominium at the time. So it was managed by a different property manager. However, I am here today to follow up on this incidents that happened back in May. We did we have in writing from the plumber themselves on, why they still haven't submitted a permit to date. They still haven't done it, but they did tell us that they have done it. And I'm just finding out today that they still haven't submitted a permit, but we've been following up every day since. I don't really have much more information other than this is not a common practice to not follow up on permits, especially, managing a property. So I will let you know that moving forward, this will not happen again.
My question is, since they have to apply for a permit, do you guys have a contract with them that has to be submitted with the application?
Yeah, typically when they're doing a replacement of any piping in the association, even I guess in this specific case, it was an emergency repair that needed to happen. They had to make the repairs, I do from understand, to prevent damages. However, they still should have been responsible to do an after the effect permit to make sure that they are following all codes, but they still have not, and I have followed up on that.
Right, so there is no contract.
There is no contract. This was a repair.
Where's Mr. Svider?
I do have one of my board members here to
Yeah,
stand next to me.
I just read this letter here from John Shoemaker.
That says item 9B. huh?
Did you see that?
Yeah, it says item 9B. That's what I understand. Mine. Is this
That's
a
not
different,
for
are there
this
two
case?
issues in clarity
No.
today?
The email that he sent is probably in reference to 10C. I don't know if it's.
Let me just see something.
Basically, I have an email here from John Shoemaker.
Yeah.
No, this is 9B,
That's what I was gonna say. Is this
saying that-
9B of the same item?
basically saying that the screw up was on on the board and they apologize for and they're in support of favors.
I can explain the condo numbers. 10C was undoing a general remodel with permits. While they were doing everything legally, it was discovered by the plumbing inspector that the piping behind the walls that are owned by the association were the ones that were repaired and replaced without the permit.
Okay, so basically, I mean, there's no question about whether the violation existed. There was a violation, right? Okay, so are there any, do we have the offender present? Does anyone else want to speak on this case? Oh, you're representing them.
I'm Tim
Okay, all
Favors.
right.
I'm the property manager for the property. Paradise Plumbing. I did let them know a couple of weeks ago in writing that there was a hearing because of this matter. It didn't seem like they were interested at all in participating. And didn't look like they were interested in trying to get the permits to date. So I have been following up with that, and I think we have to escalate that further.
Right. John Shoemaker said he would have been here himself, but he's on a trip to Spain. So,
This is a violation number 3.
a number 3,
This is a 3.
let me see,
This is the one, a single violation.
still hasn't been corrected yet.
Yes, and hasn't been corrected. And we gotta give them time, 30
Okay.
days?
30 days and then 250 a day.
Correct.
The
So
motion.
I move the respondent be found in violation of the town code is alleged in notice of violation, and he should be ordered to comply within 30 days or be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains, and the date set for compliance and assessed prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the day to
Well,
comply.
question.
I have a question. Since there was a current permit for the unit, would that work be an add-on to that permit, or does he need a new permit?
This is
He would need a new permit
Okay.
because the piping is not for that specific unit.
correct,
So they picked they got the wrong pipes and
right,
now they need to do a new permit,
Correct.
right.
right? Okay, so 30 days to correct the matter.
And today is the
Today is
It's the
December
11th.
11th.
The 11th, so we've got till August 11th.
And is that $250 a day? Is that after the 30
If
days?
you don't
30 days.
comply. with
After the
30
Okay.
days.
Okay.
And 250 is.
And the
cost of
250 for the
prosecution.
prosecution, though.
Motion,
Motion, we did it. Now we've gotta,
Need a
now we've
second.
gotta
Hold the
say
motion.
second,
second. Who's gonna second it?
I'll second.
David, okay.
Roll call.
And now roll call.
Vice Chairperson Furlow,
Yes.
Member Axelrod,
Yes.
Member Turbini,
Yes.
Member Perlman,
Yes.
Member La
Yes.
Member Murray,
Yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
yes.
motion carries.
Okay, next case. CC 2023-04-035, the Borg Family Trust. That's in the Highland Towers, apartment 701. The violation observed was interior remodeling without permits. Any ex parte communications that need to be disclosed. At this time, I open the hearing.
This is case number CC 2023-04-035. My name is Adam Osowski and I've been previously sworn in. The respondent is A Borg Family Trust. The property address is 2921 South Ocean Boulevard, Unit 701. I inspected the property on April 18th, 2023. The violation that remains as cited on today's agenda is 30-122A, a bathroom remodel without permits. The electrical permit was applied for on June 25th, and the remodel permit was applied for on July 5th. It's currently pending in plan review. The notice of violation was served by posting and certified mail on April 19th, 2023. The respondent was given 21 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by posting on June 19th, 2023. After certified mail was sent out on June 15th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the building records on July seventh, 2023, and the violations continue to exist. I have submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation and be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains after the date set for compliance. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set for compliance.
So
Did you say they applied for the permit now?
Are there,
no
Or not?
permits?
No, they've applied, but they're not issued. So
Not
they're
issued.
currently in reviewed with the.
and they're
building division.
continuing to work on this?
That they,
they're-
no, they did the
Stop.
entire job without permits.
They did the entire job
Oh, wow.
and it's done. The job is done
Correct.
now
So now they're getting two after the fact.
Now they're
permits.
going for the permit after the fact.
Yeah,
after the fact.
Oh, dear. So we don't.
Well, let's see. Is Miss Hilton present?
They're in South-
Karen Hilton?
They're in Australia.
They're in Australia?
Look at the address.
no.
Wait, that's the next case.
Oh,
This
This is,
is
this is
Okay.
Board Family
Board.
Trust.
Borg. A board. Family trust.
Borg, I'm sorry, Borg.
A board.
Borg,
Boy.
is there anybody here on behalf of Borg that
Yeah.
could speak to this? No? Okay. Well, in that case,
What do we do, 30 days?
It's a number
I don't know.
it's
They've already
already,
done it.
it's already been done, so,
They
that,
applied for the permit already.
Right.
On July 5th, you said?
So do you think the permit is coming shortly, Adam?
As long as the contractor submits everything correctly that's required, they should have it within the 14 days.
So we could, if we gave them 30, there's no excuse that they couldn't get it done.
Correct.
So, I couldn't- yeah, 30 is good.
What do you think, 30
Okay.
days?
Let's do it today.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, so we'll do a 3 and
I'll
we're
do it.
gonna give them 30 days. So,
I-
it's-
Want me to do it?
yes,
Okay.
you do it, Chris.
I
make the
move that
motion.
Respondents be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation and that she be, they ordered to comply within 30 days or be fined $250 each day. Violation remains after the date set for compliance and assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set for compliance.
is there a second?
Yes,
Second,
second it.
take a roll.
Yeah,
Member Axelrod,
yes.
Vice Chairperson Perlo,
Yes,
Member Turbini,
Yes.
Member Perlman,
Yes.
Member La Sorsa,
Yes.
Member Murray.
Yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
Yes,
motion carries.
right. Next case.
Big
D.
case.
That's CC 2023-05004. That's Karen Hilton. 3100 Ocean Boulevard. A violation alleged was complete interior demolition and remodel without required town permits. Are there any ex parte communications that need to be disclosed? Okay, at this time, I open the hearing.
This is case number CC 2023-05-004. My name is Adam Osowski and I've been previously sworn in. The respondent is Karen Helton. The property address is 3100 South Ocean Boulevard, Unit 316. I inspected the property on May 5th, 2023. The violation that remained as cited on today's agenda is 30-122 A. Interior demolition with a remodel without permits. The permits were submitted on June 23rd, 2023. The notice of violation was served by posting and certified mail sent on May 24th, 2023. Due to change of ownership, that's why the date was a couple weeks. The respondent was given 19, it was a change of ownership that the property appraiser was behind on. So this owner is the one who did the work. The respondent was given 19 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by posting on June 19th, 2023, after certified mail was sent on June 15th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the building records on July 7th, 2023, and the violations continue to exist. I've submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents, and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation and be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains after the date set for compliance. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set for compliance.
Adam, regarding the construction site cleanliness and construction, has that been cleared?
Correct. They took care of everything
they
within the
didn't get
time frame.
permit.
It was just the permit.
Okay.
And the representative is here to explain that.
So
They are, wait, we have a representative?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
So they completed the work.
they completed the demolition. They haven't done the remodel yet.
That's not under, now that's held until they get the permit.
Correct.
Okay.
They need
Hear
it.
from
They
the,
need a permit for everything they've done, which they have submitted. It's
Okay.
just currently in the building department process right now.
okay, let's hear from you, sir. What is your name?
My name is Brian Holt and I'm representing Mr. Hilton. He's in Canada right now.
Okay,
Before I start, I just want to say every correspondence or all the correspondence I've had with Adam has been professional, been really helpful. So Mr. Hilton paid for architectural plans and permits on 3/30 of $8,500 to have the plans done and the permits filed. We have documentation, but regardless, they had mentioned to him that he could start demoing the floors with the GCs. He hired a licensed contractor to demo the floors. Something happened to where they were throwing something over the railing. Somebody called. The permit for the demolition was not, sorry, no, it's okay. I'm short. That's fine. The demolition you needed a permit for demolition. On May 22nd, his architect and the people that he hired, wefilepermits.com, had sent us an email saying they filed all the permits on May 22nd, which is, I believe, electrical, plumbing, mechanical, as well as the demolition. It was not submitted final, and the architectural plans, it was not submitted until June 23rd. He was unaware of that. So the demo was not complete. The demolition is not complete. It's probably 3 more days of demolition. So the house is just in disarray. Some of the tile was removed, probably like 3 truckloads. They did it in like 2 days.
so you guys stopped, they
Of
stopped the
course,
demo
of
and
course,
as soon as
stopped.
they,
Correct. They stopped the demolition. No work has been done since then. But all the permits and everything and architectural plans, we were told were filed on May 22nd. We have email confirmation, but they lied to him and they were not submitted fully until June 23rd.
Yeah.
However, he paid for all this $8,500 on March 30th. I have the receipt that he paid and the bill from March 29th. So he is aware of what needs to be done. We knew it all along, what needed to be done. It's just, he just started the demo without, based on them saying they didn't need a.
right, it was a miscommunication,
Right.
right? It was a
And it's
miscommunication, nobody's fault. Nobody's getting blamed here. I think all we're doing is saying that, a violation was found
Right.
and
It's
and
From my understanding, the
No, no.
permits are in review now. All the
Right.
permits, we got confirmation today. It said they're in
it
review.
was a violation. It's gonna be corrected
Right.
within 30 days.
within
Correct.
30 days and.
Before that.
250 would equal
Prosecution and no fine.
No fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
That's
as long as
what
it's,
we want.
as long as it's.
No, I
Of
want
course.
you to go through the whole thing. I move the respondents be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation, and they be ordered to comply within 30 days or be fined the $250 per day for each day, which we're not, the violation remains after the day set for compliance, and assess the prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set for compliance. So it has to be August 11th, 30 days.
Okay.
How long was it taking, Adam? Do you know? Does anybody know how long it's taking to get a permit approved these days?
Seems like it's pretty quick because we did it June 23rd. It's already in review.
But
But it's not approved, but it's not approved yet.
Until it's given out.
Yeah.
That's the computer, yeah.
As long as the contractor fulfills all the required paperwork that's needed correctly, it could take at most 14 days. So it's usually a lot faster, but we
Okay.
tend to say 14 days.
All right,
Okay.
so 30.
Do we have a second on the motion?
Dave, Yeah.
We have a roll call?
Roll call.
Vice Chairperson Perlow,
Yes.
Member Perlman,
Yes.
Member Turbini,
Yes.
Member La
Yes.
Member Axelrod.
Yes.
Member Murray,
Yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
Yes.
motion carries.
Next case.
Thank you, board.
Thank you.
Yeah.
CC 2023-05-021 Eugenia and Themistokius. Forgive me if I mispronounced the name, but I'm gonna get this. Titosopoulos. Titosopoulos, 3,700. That's a good Greek pronunciation,
Oh.
right? 3,700 South Ocean Boulevard.
That's the-
That's Toscana.
Yes, it
It's
is.
Okay.
your building.
Building
No.
permits required. So yeah, there may be,
It's
let me ask if there's any ex parte communications.
I don't know. whether-
Anyone? Any of you guys from Toscana need to recuse yourself? Okay,
Don't know.
the violation was no submittal since February, permit not issued. APP replace electric water heater. Okay, a permit was not issued for a water heater. Well, we know that is a violation. I mean, it's not the
Yeah.
first time we've seen it. So let's turn this over to Mr. Osowski.
This is case number CC 2023-05-021. My name is Adam Osowski, Town of Highland Beach Code Compliance Officer, and I've been previously sworn in. The property address is 3,700 South Ocean Boulevard, Unit 807. I inspected the property on May 18th, 2023. The violations that remain as cited on today's agenda is 30-122A. Replaced electric water heater without permit. The permit was submitted on February 27th, 2023, and the contractor hasn't done anything with it since. Calling in any inspections.
Uh,
Uh,
that's normal for these water replacement guys, you know, I mean, they
yeah, they
get
apply.
paid for the job.
I mean, it's not just this contractor. They apply and then they don't follow the process for
If you
some
don't
reason.
sit on their back, I had to do it. I was embarrassed. It happened to me.
I
but
had it with my
within-
AC 2
but
years
within
later.
2 days, within 2 days, they got it done.
Okay.
The notice of violation was served by posting on June 2nd, 2023. After certified mail was sent on May 18th, 2023. The respondent was given 15 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by posting on June 19th, 2023, after certified mail was sent on June 15th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the building records on July 5th, 2023, and the violations continue to exist. I did check this afternoon and all the fees have been paid, but the permit's still pending. I have submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation and be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains after the date set for compliance. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set for compliance.
Correct.
Let me ask something. This was posted at the front desk, it says?
Yes,
Who's front desk?
it's the front desk for the Toscana.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, it's Toscana, okay.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
wasn't, there was nobody, there's like a security wasn't around that day or that morning, so I wasn't allowed access onto the elevator.
Do
But
you
it
have
is
anyone
posted to the
from
building.
the Thedosopoulos family? You're here? Are you Themistokis? Yes, sir. Did I pronounce that right? I did.
Yes.
And sir, I'm just gonna swear you in real quick because you
I'm gonna
weren't
have
here
to
at
pull you
the
back.
beginning of the meeting. So if you just raise your right hand. By the authority vested in me as a notary of the state of Florida, do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
The plumber did apply for a permit. He showed a permit before he started the work. And he didn't pay the fee, and so I told him, you didn't pay the fee. So now he says, I paid it, and I'm waiting for the permit. So the permit number is APP 230403.
So there was a permit, he just never paid the fee.
Yes, but he now says he paid it. He's waiting for the documents to be uploaded and waiting for the permit to be released.
Adam
Now, I
said
don't know what to
he's
do. I mean, I
paid,
cannot.
Yeah, I understand, you know.
I
yeah.
can-
Yes.
What's that?
Just speak into your mic, please.
Yeah.
The uploading for plumbing permits is unbelievable.
Yeah,
So
well,
if they
you know,
could have
the thing is, if you don't pay for the permit,
You
you
could
might
pay
as
for
well
the
do, not do anything, because you're not gonna get it if you
But he
never pay
paid.
for
Well,
it.
he says he paid it.
He says he,
And I think,
Yeah, Adam
Mr.
said
Osofsky said
Yeah,
that
if
the
he's
fee has been paid.
oh, okay, you said that the guy, contract, was it paid or wasn't paid? It's either,
today, it was paid, but they still,
They haven't called in for an
They
inspection.
haven't submitted the requested documents that they need,
Ah.
and they haven't had their final inspection. So until they get their inspection, a permit will not be issued.
all
All
right.
right.
So I mean, we've seen this plenty of times and, you know, I'm sure we can all sympathize with your situation
I do.
because you're trusting these other workers or these contractors to do the right thing and be responsible and then they leave you
I paid him
hanging
in
and-
full. I
and
paid all the money to him in full.
It's not just the contractor. If you talk to the building department, there's certain things that cannot be uploaded. And that shuts down on the approval process. Because it happened to me personally on our association just in the past few
can't
months.
be uploaded.
You
They
can-
could carry it in here.
Can't they
Can't they
carry
bring it
it?
in in person?
They don't allow
They
you.
won't
to.
allow you to
They
do
don't
that?
let you.
No, Adam, you can't hand bring.
I
bring
don't,
the
I,
papers.
I.
Has to all be
disagree with
filed.
It's going to,
So if something's broken with the
in
system.
the system, yeah.
Well, okay, well,
It's not
Is
a
that-
big.
is that what
issue.
you're saying
It was
is the
for two
case?
hose bibs. He's got a hot water heater, same kind of
is
issues.
that what happened here? There was problems with the upload? I didn't
That's-
hear anything about that.
Well, he might not know because I'm a
Yeah, I have a
contractor.
text
I
from him.
understand.
Okay, well, if the contractor was here and he said, we tried to upload it, here's proof of it,
Okay.
but we couldn't do it, then that would be different. But
Right,
at this
right.
point, you're conjecture, okay, about some possible thing that could have possibly gone wrong.
I
I
have the
mean,
text. He says he's waiting for the permit to be released and I don't know what else to do. I mean, I paid
Okay.
him in full.
well,
And I don't think it's fair for me to
Yeah.
pay fines when I. did
well,
nothing wrong.
you're right. I think that we shouldn't fine them. We're just gonna do, cost of prosecution
That's it.
and give them 30 days.
Well, I won't be
get-
here and say this. I'm going to Europe for 3 months.
Okay, well, within 30 days, we need to have this permit situation
And what if
resolved.
it's not issued, sir?
What's that?
Okay, but I'm saying if they still not uploaded.
If they still don't approve it within 30 days, then you're gonna get fined.
Yeah.
$250 a day.
How
You
can
bet-
I-
I would suggest getting on the phone with your contractor and
I
make
have
sure that they
text-
get. the
I have
paperwork
text
in.
messages.
I have a question here. Adam, has there been many experiences where people say they can't upload the documentation to the building department?
We're not hearing anything about that.
No.
Yeah, we
I-
haven't heard
I
that.
mean, I'm not part of the permitting process, but I haven't heard anything from any of the permit techs.
Right.
I mean, if someone comes in here and complains about that issue, then we
That's
deal with it
right,
then, you
right.
can't.
You can't complain to the code enforcement about that. That's permitted.
Yeah, they can come in here and complain about it.
Sure, you can't.
Sure,
I'm gonna.
I would. If
Up
that
here
happened
next
to me,
month.
I'd be in here. I would be
Public
complaining
comment,
and I would,
come with the
Oh,
public comments.
right,
Right. We haven't heard that.
No,
exactly. So
okay.
we're not making up, new case law here.
Nope.
So,
Okay.
We're
Can you
doing
give me
another.
extra time besides the 30 days?
besides the 30 days
Yes, sir.
to get the permit, hey,
I
you
mean,
heard
he
what it
says
takes, 2 weeks.
He says, he says that, but he says the documents are not uploaded. I hear him say that before.
And this is just for the water heater, right?
Just a little.
For the water
I
heater?
have the
How's
text.
that?
He says he paid the fee and he's waiting for the documents. What can I do?
Okay, all right.
I have a
Uh,
question. Has the
uh,
town come in and done any sort of inspection after the water heater was put in?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Isn't that part of, that has to be done?
Yeah, you have to have a final, yeah.
Can we give him 60 days since he's gonna be going at it?
No, 60 days is a
All
lot for
right.
this. 30 is max.
Is that the max?
Yes. I'm not gonna worry about somebody taking a vacation for 2 months.
All right, well,
I would suggest that you contact your contractor, to be honest with you.
I have
and
thousand
inform
texts
him
here.
that he has to push this, that you've been told 30 days, you have to have.
Is
it
he being
completed.
fined?
What?
Will he
We
be,
cannot find him. We
Not
can't find
until
him.
the 30 days expires.
will he be fined?
Will he be?
No.
No, but you could turn around and
You can turn-
sue him if you want.
Exactly.
Oh,
No, we cannot deal with the contractor. We deal with the residents only.
Yeah, we have to hold somebody accountable. And unfortunately, it falls upon the property owner. That's you.
I did nothing wrong, sir.
I know, we're not
But I
saying
think
it's,
it's unfair for you not to give me extra time.
it's what we call strict liability, somebody has to be assigned
No, I would tell them.
the blame for it. And we
Tell the
know.
contractor.
we've had the same situation.
30
I
days,
get
if
some
that's not
extra
taken care of, I'm gonna sue you.
It's up to the board. I
sorry.
I wouldn't be opposed to like 40 days. Would you?
Yes,
You would?
I want 30 days. This has been outstanding. This is not something that just happened.
Yeah, but it's not that I ignored it, ma'am. I did not ignore. I have text messages that
But
he's
you have
taking care of.
Contractor that you have to be on top of.
All right.
I am on top. I have text messages from him. that he's
Okay.
Doing it, and he cannot upload it here. You're gonna
I
see.
don't, I don't
If
see why
that's
it
your
can't be
problem,
done in 30
don't
days. I mean,
walk
I don't know.
2 weeks is a lot to get
You
a
know?
permit.
I understand, but. Well, I don't know. I mean.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Well, let your contractor know if he doesn't do it within 30 days, you're gonna get fined $250 a day. And you're gonna sue him for whatever it is.
I don't know if he's gonna be around. That's really for the kind of money.
Well, we can't
This is not,
solve all the world's problems here,
Yeah, the bottom line, sir, is you really have to get on your contractor to get him, to get that material uploaded. If he's having a problem with it, you
I
gotta,
paid him already. If I didn't pay for it, I understand. But now there is nothing. I am on top of him. I have text and he says, yes.
Okay.
I am.
So we,
today is a difficult day.
thank you, sir.
Okay,
So if
Thank you,
it's-
sir. We're
We're gonna do a three?
motion.
A motion?
yeah.
We have to have a
No,
motion.
we're gonna do a three.
You're asking me?
Yes. I move the respondents be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation, and that he, she, they be ordered to comply within 30 days or be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains, and the date set for compliance and excess prosecution costs and $250 payable by the date sent for compliance, which is August 11th.
Is there a second?
Second, sorry, second.
All those in favor?
Roll call?
Roll call.
Vice Chairperson Perlo,
Yes.
Member Axelrod,
Yes,
Member Turbini,
Yes.
Member Perlman,
yes,
Member La Sorsa,
No,
I figured that would come up.
Member Murray,
yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
Yes.
motion carries. Thank you.
So you have 30 days.
I think, no, I
Yeah,
wanna
get
know
on your
if everybody
contract.
knows it because of the upgrade, so we look into it.
You need to call the contractor or you can contract, Palm County contractor
I
certification.
know.
They'll go after the contractor.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah, you could.
no, yes, I remember the source
You
suggestion.
can
had
do
to-
that, but then
did
you
we
have to
vote
pay for. a
No,
change of
because of
contract.
the uploading question.
I don't know if we can talk
Yeah,
about
let's.
how many people voted
He
to
voted
it.
no, and that's
We
it.
can't do that, right, attorney?
Yeah, we're not gonna question people.
Oh,
I want to
no.
talk about this.
Later, yeah.
It's also-
Well, you guys aren't supposed to be talking outside of this meeting either.
Right.
Oh, sunshine law, look it up.
Get
Uh,
something in writing from the building department if they're having any issues with uploading. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there could be a million, lightning could strike, and everybody's systems go down. There's hurricanes. I mean, but unless someone comes in and complains about that they experienced that issue under oath, okay, then we can consider it. We
Right,
can't just project on things that haven't happened.
right.
All right. It's called the ripeness doctrine. It's not a ripe case. All right, next one. F, this is our, I believe, no, it's not our. All right. CC 2023-06-003, Carl and Rashmi Benda. That's Bellito. And the violation was a dumpster not screened to code. Do the members have any ex parte communications to disclose? Okay, at this time, I open the hearing.
This is case number CC 2023-06-003. My name is Adam Osowski and I've been previously sworn in. The property address is 4203 Tranquility Drive. I inspected the property on June 5th, 2023. The violation as cited on today's agenda is 12-4 temporary construction fences. The notice of violation was served by posting on June 6, 2023, after the certified mail was sent on June 5th, 2023. The respondent was given 7 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by posting on June 19th, 2023, after certified mail was sent on June 16th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the property on July 10th, 2023. And the violation has been corrected. I have submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents and photographs. The town recommends the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable within 30 days.
All right, so this dumpster, how long was it sitting out there like that, just right outside the house, just in the open?
I mean, from when I noticed it on June 5th, I'm not sure exactly. Probably usually a few days before then.
I mean, on the one
They-
hand, I'm glad that they at least used the dumpster, right?
They
That's-
are doing work with a permit, so I would have to check on those permit dates when the dumpster was there. I mean, again, it took them till yesterday to finally remove it.
So it's finally,
Correct,
it's been corrected.
Remove it. But
correct.
how long do they have that they're allowed to have a dumpster out there for,
Well, it's not that it's out there, it's that it's not screened. When you-
screened?
Yeah,
Which should have been screened.
yeah, it has to be screened by a chain link fence and usually like a green construction material.
Uh-huh,
So people can't, nobody can see it from the public right away.
Good to know.
good to know.
Yeah.
What if it's a one-day deal?
Doesn't
Usually
matter.
dumpsters aren't there for one day. And even if it's one day, it still has to be screened in.
Right.
Anything with a word.
You got a
Permit.
tough town.
Yeah,
Good, no
Yeah.
kidding.
yep. So do we have anyone here from this property at 42, that's Benda, Carl and Carl Benda and Rashmi Benda.
No.
Anyone here? Okay, so in that case, we're gonna take the code enforcement's word for what the problem did exist. And I don't think we need to give any time because it's already been removed, right?
Correct.
But-
It's already
Regardless,
been removed.
But-
So
just cost.
It's still.
$250 for the cost, yeah, and yeah, there wouldn't be a fine then.
No.
right? Just the cost. All right, how about a motion?
A motion is do
I
number
move that
two.
the respondents be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation, but are now in compliance and that I do not repeat order be issued. The motion may include the assessment of prosecution costs because the town thinks that a violation did exist. It should be $250.
Second,
We have a roll.
Member Axelrod,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Perlo,
yes,
Member Turbini,
Yes.
Member Pearlman,
Yes.
Member La Sorsa,
Yes,
Member Murray,
Yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay, on to the last one for today, finally. Case number 23-05-035, that's Jordan Cohen, also in Bellito. And the violation alleged is unregistered vacation rental. Well, I haven't seen that one in a while. Yeah, we've had that in my condo board, but not here. So do the board members have any ex parte communications to disclose? At this time, I open the hearing.
This is case number CC 2023-05-035. My name is Adam Osowski and I've been previously sworn in. The respondent is Jordan Cohen. The property address is 1119 Highland Beach Drive 2. I inspected the property on May 31st, 2023. The violations that remain as cited on today's agenda is 34-5A. Application for vacation rental certificate. The notice of violation was served by posting and certified mail on May 31st, 2023. The respondent was given 15 days to come into compliance. The notice of hearing was served by posting on June 19th, 2023, after certified mail was sent on June 15th, 2023. Prior to today's hearing, I re-inspected the building records today on July 11th, 2023, and the violations continue to exist. No permit has been applied for it, or no license has been applied for it. I have submitted the following evidence, which includes proof of service, supporting documents, and photographs. The town recommends that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation and be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains after the date set for compliance. The town is asking to assess prosecution costs in the amount of $250 payable by the date set for compliance.
All right, so Jordan Cohen is the owner and he's leasing it as a vacation.
I
home.
see a registration form here.
So
Right, what's the
expired?
form and
So what happened with this one is he applied for a license and never did anything with it. So the license is now expired and active. He's currently renting it out
Ah.
without applying for a
Without.
new license.
All right.
So the license he applied for expired. They can't.
Oh, so he's had a previous
No,
license.
he applied and did nothing with it.
Ah,
So because it went inactive, he now has to resubmit new.
And in the
paperwork.
meantime,
He leased it.
he's been doing vacation rentals.
Correct.
You know that for a fact.
It's not a
Correct.
yearly rental?
No, it's short term.
I have,
He has
What, like a
multiple-
week at a time kind of thing?
that I'm not sure about. I know when I drive by, I see different
What they
people.
call that again?
vacation rental is less than 30 days.
What's that, Mr. Rubin?
It's vacation rental or periods less than 30 days.
less than 30 days. So it's like an Airbnb.
Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much.
Yeah,
Okay, so he-
Okay, so basically what we have here is he filled out an application and that's it. Never did never followed up on it. So
That's actually how I caught it.
Now, is this?
that's how you caught him because
But he applied for it
he applied but
and did
never
nothing with it.
Now,
didn't pay the fee.
Correct.
nothing. Now, this was a single violation or did he do this multiple rental unit? Has he done it for more than one person?
He's renting multiple units.
right.
Uh, They have,
Yeah.
been-
Go ahead, Adam.
okay. He has a total of 3 units. 2 are running in fines for the exact same thing. But I'm only here for this
Yeah,
case.
we're only here on this
Yeah.
case.
Yeah,
We're only here on this one today.
Bottom line is,
Okay, I have a question.
And
So
we
you
don't
s-
have any offender to give their side of the story.
I have a question. You fill out the application, you submit it. What was the next step that he didn't do?
the next step, well, actually, there's 2 next steps. He needs to pay for the application fee. And then he is responsible for calling me. I go out and do a vacation rental inspection to make sure the property's up to code. There's no life safety violations. And then once I sign off on it, he gets a certificate from zoning.
Right.
Oh,
So
weeks?
you don't get half credit for just filling
No,
out the
no.
application. It's
Do we
it's an all or nothing thing.
now, do we know
Right,
that
it's-
the next
it's-
meeting,
That's,
he's going to, are you gonna bring up the other cases or what's gonna happen?
The 2 previous cases are currently running in fines. Those were heard previously.
So this is a multiple violation,
It is.
person.
no, I don't think so. This is the
It's a
first
thing.
time it's coming before us.
He has violations on other properties, yes. This is the first violation on
This
this
one.
property.
on
This
this
property.
property.
We have-
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. We,
Adam, 2 weeks or 1 month? I think 2 weeks.
I'm gonna defer to the board.
Oy,
being that this is something that's,
Ongoing.
and
That's
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
something that requires a whole
Lot of
rigmarole,
No,
this is a
no.
vacation rental thing. There's no reason why it
Right.
shouldn't be done
It-
like instantaneously.
I think you could get a fee for this and you go back and check it.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
basically it.
All right, so we gotta do this as a single violation
So we're
with the
doing 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So let's do.
2 weeks or $250 a day.
Yes. I move that the respondent be found in violation of the town code as alleged in the notice of violation, and that he, she, they be ordered to comply within 14 days or be fined $250 per day for each day the violation remains, and the date set for compliance, and assess the prosecution costs of $250 payable by the date set for compliance. Now, 2 weeks would make it 11 plus 14 is the 25th. Correct?
Sounds good.
July.
We have a second?
Second it, someone.
Henry?
Uh,
You second it? Okay. Can we have a roll, please?
Roll call.
Vice Chairperson Perlo,
Yes.
Member Murray,
Yes.
Member Turbini,
Yes.
Member Pearlman, Member La
Yes.
Member Axelrod,
Yes.
Chairperson Schlam,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay. Now we just get through some announcements here. We have a planning board regular meeting on July 13th. That's what's today, the 11th, so that's in 2 days, 9:30 a.m. July 18th is a town commission special meeting at 1:30 p.m. July 27th, 11:30 a.m. is a financial advisory board meeting. August 1st, 1:30 p.m. town commission meeting. Most importantly,
Us.
our next meeting, 8/8. That's August 8th at 1 p.m. Let me make sure I just have it in here because I usually do a few months in advance, but August 8th.
Oh, he'll be back. Yeah, well, tell him you can't give us a song and a dance.
That's gonna be 1 p.m.
It's terrible.
I just gotta make sure this date.
The 8th.
Yeah, I'll be here.
1
I'll be
o'clock.
here. I will be here.
Okay.
8/8. At this time, the meeting is adjourned at 2:06 p.m. So even with all of that, we still did it in an hour and 6 minutes. That's not bad.
Considering the